You're watching the 8-player draft series at Magic Brewhouse Games.
Hello, this is Adrian with Magic Brewhouse Games. I'm here with Marshall Simpson, the Mauve Storm, and we're going to go over his draft picks for our 8-player draft series. Marshall, why don't you segue us into the first pack here?
Here is our first pack.
Hot garbage.
Whole lot of hot garbage. So,
I mean, there's a clear choice here, right?
Well, I really struggled with this first pick.
Oh yeah, what were you between?
I think I was between taking the first striker with landfall, or the tide caller, or the hero. Those are my three picks here. The hero, very strong card with ally synergies, one color. I know there's an ally deck out there, so I ended up going with the hero.
I mean, that's objectively the best card in the pack here. With that, you're able to keep attacking into your opponent. I don't think that the first striker, especially at common, is really what you want first pick. And the Halimar Tidecaller is good, but I do think that that's a way more build around me card. There are just a lot of solid allies in this set, and I think you took one of the best ones, especially considering how your deck ended up and the colors you went.
Yeah, and I think there was just hesitation because I just didn't know how good this deck was going to be.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So here we are with the second pack.
And again, you get fed the perfect card basically based on your first pick. If you had taken one of the other two, I don't think this pick would have been as good. I think you still might have taken it, but you would have really kicked yourself for not taking the hero.
Yeah. So just wanted to let all our viewers know out there that you'll notice the hero up there is kind of faded out from the rest of the cards. That indicates that is the pick that I made before. As we go through this draft, you'll see all of my previous picks fill out all the spaces, and then the current pack will be highlighted. So like Adrian was pointing out, I ended up taking Angelic Captain here. It goes right in with the other ally. Also a very strong card. It loves other allies.
Yeah, and another rare. Interestingly, it does not have Rally, but it does trigger Rally. So I think that's the best pick in the pack. I think if that card hadn't been there, maybe you could have gone with Tunneling Geopede, given that you want to be like a red-white aggressive deck, but I think that was there, and that was the best one.
Mm-hmm. So pack 3 here. I personally, I'm not a big fan of the Cliffside Lookout. It is an ally. It's cheap. It triggers Rally, but I just don't think it's where I want to be. I could be wrong there. I think I ended up taking the healer. Oh, no, I didn't. I took the War Caller. Spoiler alert here. I did not go green.
That's an interesting choice. I think I would have leaned more towards the Evolving Wilds here, just because you're already in 2 colors, and the Evolving Wilds is going to be good in the set with landfall, and you're bound to have some incidental landfall creatures. And also going from red-white to double green, and this didn't make your final deck, did it?
No. We'll see as the packs develop here that I thought maybe I'd be in green. I take a few other green picks early, but then I start to lean towards black as my third color.
Yeah.
So here in this pack, I'm thinking about what my deck is. I'm thinking if I'm going to be ally, I'm going to have a lot of creatures. Outnumber looks like a good pick here.
It's a removal spell in your colors. I would agree with that. And that is what you take.
And that's what I took. During the draft, I wasn't really sure. Like, I know this is common, so it might come up more. I wasn't sure how many outnumbers you want in your deck. But we'll see as this goes along.
And how many times was outnumber? How many times did you use that to good effect? Is what I'm trying to say. Like, was it a solid card?
Well, I don't want to do any spoilers for our game.
Fair.
But
you got to use it.
Useful. It was useful. Yes.
And you get fed another great card here, the Vigilance ally.
Yeah, McKinney Patrol is my take here. I'm looking to take as many ally creatures as I can here, because if I can play 15, 16 creatures and best case scenario they're all allies, I'm doing what I want to do here.
Yeah. So I agree with that pick. Definitely a solid card, a 2/3 for 3 with a vigilance ability.
Yeah, this guy ended up being just awesome. The ability is fantastic. 2/3 for 2 is, nothing great, but in white, that's a solid creature.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think for this pick, I ended up taking the recruit here.
In your colors and an ally. With some evasion stapled onto it, so I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the draft evolves, we'll see this guy actually didn't make my deck. I ended up having too many 5-drops, so we'll just...
And he's probably one of the weakest ones.
Mm-hmm. On this one here, I either took... Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I either want the Looming Spires or I want this Sure Strike.
I think I think they're both good additions. Looming Spires, you can't really go 3 colors if you play the Looming Spires, in my opinion. But the Sure Strike seems to be a pretty decent combat trick. So let's see what you took. Yeah, and I think that's a fine choice as well.
Yeah, I took the Sure Strike. This is one of the best combat tricks in Red, maybe in the format.
And as we've sort of seen Magic evolve over the past couple sets, we've seen higher emphasis placed on combat tricks as opposed to actual removal spells. So you could effectively say this is a 2-mana removal spell.
Yeah.
Because your deck rewards attacking anyway.
So here on this one, I get another Sure Strike, and also another card I'm looking at is the McKindy Slide Runner. I don't really want to take a second Sure Strike because I'm not so sure how good it is to have 2. Get it? Sure.
Yeah, of course. and you need a few more creatures, maybe.
Yeah, I need some creatures. Now, obviously, Slide Runner is not an ally, but it is for a 2-cost creature in Red. It's pretty much as good as you can get.
As long as you hit your land drops, it's effectively a 3/2 every turn with trample. So I think that's a fine pick.
Yeah.
It's on curve. It doesn't require you to hold up any mana. You just jam him and you start getting in some damage.
Yeah. All right. So here in this one, there's not really anything I'm in love with.
Yeah, you have to take a filler card here or something that someone else might not want to play.
Yeah, I just took the Stalwart.
An ally.
Yeah. It was an ally. Again, at this point, I might be playing green. I'm not sure. It's an ally.
You're open.
Here, this guy's not going to make the deck.
No, he's horrible.
Now this is
wheel.
interesting. So this came around, and this is my first black pick, but this is a really good ally in an aggressive deck.
Yeah, and he basically has extort.
Yeah,
which is
extort, great. And if I get like 3 or 4 triggers on this in a game, that's like a whole burn spell.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And he's a 2-drop. He's on curve.
Again, I'm not going to take any of those. I think that was...
Yeah, you take the quasi removal spell. The wall doesn't matter. The other black card is so and not very good in your deck.
And then again, I think I take the Prism here just because it was a rare.
I might take that Sweet Swamp.
Maybe I should have taken the Swamp.
Yeah. Kitesail Scout.
So here I did an interesting play. I took the Mountain because I want someone else to play the Kitesail Scout.
I'm guilty of taking some penultimate lands as well.
Yeah. I'll let someone else play a 1/1 for 1.
And you get past my land.
And then I get a plane.
So you must be pretty happy with this first pack. You have a lot of good creatures in your color. You have some decent removal options.
Yeah, and I'm firmly in red and white. Those are my bombs. I've also got some good cards in there. Green is a possibility, but nothing is super exciting in green yet.
Let's see how pack 2 turned out.
Okay, so this is... I'm not super excited. I have to admit that it did go through my mind to take Dar here, the white-blue legendary creature. I was like, maybe I could splash blue. It's an ally. Do some crazy things. I thought better of myself.
I see 5 better picks than that. And we'll see what you went with.
I believe I ended up going with Smite the Monstrous.
That's fine. That's a fine removal spell. I don't think the Chasm Guide is as relevant as I would have liked it to be. Generally he's only giving himself haste unless you're holding back mana to spend with him. So I think that's fine.
I figured I took Smite the Monstrous here because I'm thinking I'm aggressive, I'm quick. If the game goes longer than I want, I need a way to deal with their big threats.
And your deck doesn't really want Serpentine Spike.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what you picked next.
Okay, so I just got a decent white removal spell. I wasn't like super impressed, but I wasn't upset to get it. It's going to go in my deck. But I get passed to me probably one of the best white commons in Gideon's Reproach here.
And I completely agree.
And I just have to. I need it. It's low. It's removal on attack and defense.
Yeah,
And
you have the aggressive ally and the trample ally, which I both think are fine picks. But I agree with you. Gideon's Approach, just 4 damage, target attacking or blocking creature, much better than Kill Shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a great pick.
Yeah. All right. So next pack here. Okay. So here I've got a couple options. I've got an Outnumber, which is really good in my deck, I think. But also, I see
You see a bomb.
I see the Sovereign.
A big on-color bomb.
And I'm thinking this card, if I go late, could gain life. It doesn't tap to attack. It does great things. But ultimately, the deciding factor in this pick is I have an Orolo commander deck, and I don't have this guy.
Well, he could also just incidentally win you the game. So I think he's a fine pick. Let's see if you ended up taking him.
But it was just he's just a good creature.
Of course, yeah. I mean, he's a 6-drop, which is pretty aggressive for the format still. If that's your curve top, he can instantly win you the game. He's vigilance and lifelink. There's nothing to sneeze at here.
Yeah. Okay. So next, I see a couple things here. I see another Sure Strike. I don't know if I want to play 2. I see a McKindy Slide Runner, but down at the bottom corner there, that's what I want to be doing.
Yeah, one of the reasons to be playing your deck, red-white allies.
Yeah, the Blade Master is the way to go here. This guy, if I get this guy, he often just kind of wins the game.
Yeah, double strike is incredibly hard to deal with, especially if you also played an Ondu champion. If you have an Ondu champion in play, trample and double strike, you're going to win the game with one swing.
Yeah. Next.
Also, pretty good with your Felidar Sovereign.
Yes. Yes. This one, we're looking. I don't really want to take the white tap land here.
So you have a couple removal spells and an ally. So you have the Rising Miasma, which may not be very good in your deck. You have the Demon's Grasp, which is good because you've dipped a toe into black. There's also Lithomancer's Focus, which, as we've discussed, combat tricks are the new removal spell. So I could see you taking that.
Yeah, and I wasn't really in black at this point, so I did take the Lithomancer's Focus here. This card, a 1 mana +2/+2 is pretty good in an aggressive deck.
And it just, at its worst, it provides you with a free chump block for an Eldrazi.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, I'm not. Okay. So I see a couple different things. Really, just one thing. And that's the
Entanglers.
The Entanglers here, the Core Entanglers. So this guy's pretty good. He's another 5-drop ally, which, it's getting crowded at 5 with my Blade Master and with this guy and the 2 others I got in the other pack. But this guy's ability of tapping down a creature is pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that in pretty much every limited format.
Look at all the core cards. There's a lot of rope on
them.
What's better than 1 McKindy Patrol, Marshall?
We just go with McKindy Patrol here.
Is it 2 McKindy Patrols? I can see that.
2 McKindy Patrols is better than 1.
That's the best pick in the pack.
Yeah. Here, I think I took Complete Disregard.
So starting to get into black a little.
So I knew that I've already taken a black card. I have some removal already. I'm not sure if I'm in black, but this is, I think, the best card in the pack, and it's in black, and I might be in black.
And I think that is the best card in the pack as well.
So here we've got 2 red creatures. One gives first strike on landfall. The other one is landfall for +1/+1.
That's what I thought you would take because you're getting, like you said, you're getting a little crowded in the higher picks.
Yeah, I go for the lower pick here.
And you get past another one.
And I get past another one, and I take the Whiptail here. On this one, I'm not really seeing much. I think I take the Black Ally.
That would make sense.
The Night Watch.
Although I don't think this makes your final cut, does it?
No, it does not make my final cut, but it was a Black Ally.
And then the Sure Strike?
I take the Sure Strike.
We're wrong. I wonder why you took that instead of the Sure Strike.
That's a good question. I think because I wasn't sold that 2 Sure Strikes was good for my deck.
For sure.
And I maybe with the disregard or complete disregard, I'm thinking maybe there might be something in exile.
Yeah.
Who knows? And then I take another Night Watch.
Because Goblin War Paint isn't good.
Yeah. and I take a mountain here because it's better than that thing.
And then you take a forest.
And then take a forest. Okay, so I'm in red white so far. This is pack 3 here. I'm not really in green. I really struggled. Do I go for green? Do I take this huge trampler here?
I think no.
But then I look right next to it, and I see a core that's an ally, triggers for first strike. I think about that, and I also think about outnumber.
No thought of Titan's presence here.
No.
Why?
I don't have any colorless creatures in my deck.
Okay, fair.
I ended up taking the core Blade Whirl. This is just an ally.
Willing to take a Processor Assault, but not Titan's presence. Just throwing it out
like
there.
a last pick, man. Okay, so in the next pack here,
You get into McKinley Patrol.
what's better than 2 McKinley Patrols?
3 McKinley Patrols?
3 McKinley Patrols.
Of course.
Royal's Retribution, a good card, but I don't think I want to be playing 5-drop removal spells.
No, and you already have plenty of removal. I think the McKinley Patrol was the best pick here. Just a creature that turns on all your other creatures and makes you great.
Yeah, and there's also the sheer drop, destroy target tap creature. It's a sorcery. It costs 3. I don't know how often they're going to be attacking me, and if they're attacking me, I think I'm in trouble.
No, not interested in the Zulaport Cutthroat.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Not this time. I think looking at this one,
There's another outnumber. There's a lot of outnumbers. In
the
these packs.
outnumber is what I go with. I think 2 is really good, and that's what I think that's the best pick in this pack.
I agree.
All right.
Oh, what do you know? Another Blade Master.
So I see Blade Master, and I just think, okay, I don't think anyone else is in this ally deck. I don't think.
Well, 3 McKinney Patrols. Come on.
Yeah, I don't think that they're going as hard as I am. So obviously, I kind of just sneak that one.
Yeah, definitely a sneep here.
Definitely a sneak. Okay. Next pick. Let's see. I'm looking at this one. I'm thinking, what do I have? I don't really see. I see another Entanglers. I might want to take that.
But I see what you mean by getting very crowded at 5. There's a lot of good 5-drops.
Yeah, and I think. I think what my thought here was, I already have too many 5-drops. Maybe I'll play this land and get some life gain. Maybe it combos with my Sovereign. Maybe it just wins me the game.
I can see that.
I don't think I ever played this card. I don't think it made the cut.
So here you have a pretty decent ally in the Core Castigator. Very aggressive body, can't be blocked by Scions. Is that what was the pick?
Core Castigator was the pick here. Scions are going to be floating around like crazy. They're going to want to chump it, but they can't. And this guy's just a 2-drop creature that triggers on my rally.
And I think you want less removal and more creatures in your deck because, you want to get you want to get a rally trigger basically every turn.
Yeah, that's how the deck wins. It just says trigger rally.
Win game.
And if when you watch the videos later, you'll see there's a lot of triggers. Okay, so this is when I take a hard turn because I'm looking here and there is the red Eldrazi with trample, and I'm thinking it's kind of aggressive. It's a 4-drop. I don't know, and I'm looking around and then I see the healer. And that's when I start to go into black.
I think that's the best pick. You already have one of them. 2 of them is fine. You want to get the rally triggers.
Yeah. Then here on this one, I take the Griffin because my 4-drops are almost none.
Yeah, I don't really like him, but I guess in a pinch.
Yeah, it was just kind of like I needed a creature to fill that slot. I want to kind of hit a creature on curve every turn. So I took him.
Just a shame he's not a Griffin ally.
That would be...
Do you take a 3rd or take Nakana Assassin here?
I think what I did is I took a really dumb card again, and I took the Assassin. But that's not what I thought I took. Okay, the Assassin's pretty good. It's an ally.
He's an ally.
2/3. I have some incidental life gain in my deck, and so he can get Death Touch every now and then. So I take him, ally, sure. Here's another assassin, and I take that guy. So at this point, I'm like firmly in black with the allies because all of them have.
But none of them have the double black ones, which is good.
Yes, and that was important. I didn't want any of the double black. Okay, so here I just take the Looming Spires. It actually did make the deck. Yeah, it was okay. Then I'm just picking up garbage.
Picking up allies.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, didn't play this guy.
That's actually a pretty good card, though, if you were a black-white.
Right, but because of the double black, this did not make the deck, but I just thought maybe I'd give it a shot.
Like, people play the Bloodthirst Vampire, and he's great.
Yeah. I did take a Plains here because I valued it higher than a creature I wouldn't play.
I concur. Someone else said this as well, as your last pick was Oracle of Dust.
Yep.
Well, here's the deck.
Here's the deck. You can see the creatures here on the left side of the screen. My mana base is kind of tough. Trying to do 3 colors in an aggressive deck.
But it ended up working very well for you.
Yeah. Lots of creatures, low casting cost, spells. You'll notice that I did not play any of the Sure Strikes in the main board. They all came out of the sideboard.
Still, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was pretty thrilled with how it came out. The 2 blade.
Definitely a lack of quality 1-drops in this set, though.
Yes, I did played none.
Yes, you had a chance to get 1-drop ally and you didn't take it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks pretty good. This has been Adrian
And Marshall
here at Magic Brewhouse Games. We'll have some more great videos for you soon. So keep watching.
Hey everybody, we hope you've enjoyed this draft review. If you'd like to check out our gameplay videos, the link's over to my right. If not, stay tuned for our next draft review. And if you like where we're headed here at Magic Brewhouse Games, please take a second to subscribe and leave your comment below. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll be stirring up some magic. Bye everybody.